good morning across the domain. I don't think we can read lips.
Welcome to LOTUS.
LOTUS, linking others to unify Shrindom.
Today on the LOTUS show, we will be spotlighting the Imperial Clown Unit. That's right, we have 2 Imperial Clowns in the house. You will get an opportunity to engage with them up close and personal. No fez, no collars, and no white face. So please drop those questions in the chat pane for our guests.
And I'm your host, Jerome, aka Lollipop, Alpha Root Temple number 145, Oasis of Columbus, Desert of Georgia, 1 Georgia.
Woohoo! And I am Jacqueline Netherland, aka Powder Puff the Clown. I am out of Moolah Court number 22, the Oasis of Memphis, the Desert of Tennessee. The Oasis of Memphis is also where our Imperial headquarters is located, and we're under the direction of the 44th Imperial Potentate, Noble John T. Chapman, and the 49th Imperial Commanderess, daughter Paulette Brown.
Yep. All right. So today, LOTUS is being sponsored by none other than the HBCU Initiative, which will be aired Monday, March 28th at 7 p.m. Our Deputy Imperial Potentate out of Casa, out of Miami, as well as our Imperial Oriental Guide, Gary Sylvester, will be the host, be doing the selection on Monday. So tune in on Monday.
And if you would like for the LOTUS show to spotlight and market your upcoming event, please send in your 30-second video or flyer to pr@aeaonms.org and let us market your event.
All right, now, please drop your questions as well as your comments in the chat pane. Now, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now, once you take and subscribe to the show, not only are you just subscribing for the LOTUS show, but any event or video that they are taking that comes out through the IMR department will be aired right here. Okay? So,
right. It's
right
time.
Is that time of the show?
Segment.
Rep your set, rep your temple,
Rep
your
it.
course, also your clown names if you're out there. Greetings from Moolah Court, daughter Karen Q.
Good morning, Georgia Strong, Al Tariq, Shining, daughter Dimple Cameron.
All right. We got good morning, greetings from daughter Maggie Caldwell Freeman, past commanders out of Phoenix, 191 out of Oasis Nuremberg, Desert of Western Europe.
Hey, we have Serial Court number 10 in the house. Thank you, daughter Gaines, for tuning in. Coming from the Desert of Massachusetts.
Greetings from Arabic Temple number 1. Oh, Arabic Temple number 44. Get my glasses clean there.
Hey. Okay, past potentate Leon Hepburn from Kikuziki Temple, 184, Oasis of Freeport, and the Desert of the Bahamas. Thank you for tuning in.
We got Dort Temple number 76 out of Houston, Texas. Facebook user, we don't know your name. All right.
Hey. Today on the LOTUS show, we have the Imperial Directress of the Clown Unit, daughter Marilyn Smith, past commanderess, aka BD the Clown. She is out of Caliph Court number 90, Oasis of Greensboro, Desert of North Carolina. Welcome to the LOTUS show.
Good morning.
Good morning. And we also have the Imperial Director of the Clown Department, none other than Noble Neco Palmore, past potentate out of Mecca Temple number 10, Oasis of Washington, Desert of Columbia. Mecca 10.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Yeah, like as they say, clowning ain't easy, but we do it well.
Good morning.
And you know this, you know this. All right. So what we're about to do, we got a couple of questions that we're going to ask you all. And we're going to go right into the flow of things and stuff.
Absolutely. Your first question is a panel question. That means both of you will provide a response to this question. So, guests, please drop your questions in the chat pane for our guests.
All right. So the first question will be the daughter Smith. Now, do you mind if I call you BD?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's me.
So, BD, the first question is to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you come up with the name BD?
Oh, well, that was my mother's name. And if you just do the initials, her name is Beadie, Beadie. And there's also Beadie the bear, who's also cuddly and funny and cute. So I thought the name would be nice if I just cut it down to BD. And that's me.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, Neco Palmore, you're up next. Do you mind if I call you Hobo the Bobo?
No, I don't.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us, how did you get your clown name?
Basically, I'm a past ponte in Mecca number 10, and I came about clowning through a guy by the name of Rudolph Smith. Past ponte Rudolph Smith and I were joking around one day, and I said, I think I'd like to do that what you're doing. And he said, sure. And of course, he gave me the name of Bobo, and I gave him the name of, I think it was Toby. So that's how I came up with the name of Bobo the Hobo. Because at the time, I would dress as a hobo. That's how I learned how to do the clowning.
Okay, I like it. Nice.
All right. So that's cool. So, BD, coming back to you and stuff. All right. So, historically, you've been clowning for about 10 years and stuff.
Correct.
So, how long did it take in order for you to master the art of clowning, applying your makeup, and how do you keep your makeup from running?
Well, it takes more than 2 minutes to tell you that. You'd have to just do it to try it and find out what happens or how it works. We can't tell you that right now. You have to be one to find out.
Okay, all right, and that's understandable. You're right. You cannot take and dissect the whole clownage in 2 minutes. But how long did it take for you in order for you to master applying your makeup?
Still working on it. It's not something that you learn or master in just a few months or a few years. You're always working to perfect and improve your makeup.
Okay, all right, understandable.
Okay. Hobo, you're up next. You have been clowning over 20 years. What inspired you to become a clown? And how long did it take you to perfect your craft?
Well, what inspired me to become a clown was the fact that I like entertaining folks per se. I lead a life that was always serious, and my occupation led me to be always serious. And so when I found this time to sit back, relax, and go to hospitals and things like that, uh, that's what I guess you would say influenced me to become a clown. But when it comes to the makeup, I think when we first got started, it was all white face. And I happened to be fooling around with some white clowns and started noticing that they were using their goose. So the next year that I came to competition, I came in a goose face, and that was a shocker. And that's how basically a goose got started in the
Okay.
Imperial Council, because we would always dress up in white face. And when I came with the colorful face, and not only did I come with the colorful face, I came on an electric scooter. So that was my prop that particular year, and it was a big hit.
Okay. I have a question for you. I'm a new clown. I'm Powder Puff the Clown. I've been a clown now for 3 years. How long does it take to transition from a white clown to start using color?
1 hour. Because basically what you do is you instead of using the colors to enhance your white, what you would do is get the neutrals and things like that to the maroon and all, and get it in flesh tone. So, and use that as your base, and then go from there.
Okay. So when you first become a clown, there's not a set period of time you have to just be white faced without incorporating a whole lot of colors. You can do that immediately, correct?
You can do that immediately.
Okay.
We at one point in time, the women, the daughters, prefer that you start out with white face, but Sister Marilyn and I changed that. I want to say in 2018, where the daughters do not have to always wear white face. They can
Gotcha.
come in.
Okay. That's good to know. Thank you.
All right. So, and that's a great point and stuff. Daughter Smith, BD, so what are some expectations that I know the nobles and the daughters both are clowning and stuff now, but I know you're in charge of the daughters. What is the responsibilities of clown units or those coming to Imperial? What expectations do you have for them, or what do they have to do in order for them to participate during Imperial session this year? Do they have the letter of intent? If it's a letter of intent, when is it due in? Application, what is it that they have to do?
Well, they do have to submit a letter of intent, and they send a copy to Neco and the recorder and myself, and that's due by June 10th this year, not May. And then once they get there, plus they have to have had a federal background check. And once they get there, we expect them to attend the meetings. On Sunday morning, we have the workshop and the parade of stars on Monday afternoon and evening, and the parade on Wednesday morning. So we look forward to having them participate in all those activities. And we do the visitation, of course, on Tuesday. So we're quite busy and expect to have a lot of expectations for them to do a lot of things.
Okay.
So
that's good to know stuff, because these here some clown units do not have this information. So you're saying that they have to have this is something came from the chat pane. I'm adding to it and stuff, but also you said that they have to have a federal background prior to coming to Imperial or prior to joining a clown unit.
They should have it prior to coming. That's part of becoming a clown. You should have that done prior to coming to Imperial, because it has to be approved by the Imperial Court.
No, actually, the background check should be prior to becoming a clown.
Correct.
Not coming to the Imperial session, because when in order to come into the clown unit, you have to have a background check, because we deal with the public and we deal with children and the things, so and the things like that. So therefore, we like to make sure that we have folks who are in this particular unit who have their right background checks and credentials and the like, so that we won't have any problems when we go to different venues.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you for that. Well, it's time, y'all. It is time for the Who You With segment of the show. So we want you to drop your temple, court, or clown name in the chat pane and let us give you a shout out.
Come on now, drop it down. Let's see who we got here. We got our administrator, Juan. Hey, good morning from the great desert of South Carolina.
Hey, we have daughter Shawana Clark, aka Jazzy Bell. Okay, out of Al Karim 219. Drop those clown names in the chat pane.
We have daughter Debricia Clemens, Kuzma Court 227, Oasis of West Memphis, Desert of Arkansas, Brown Sugar Baby.
Hey, good morning, daughter Teresa Jellison Bubbles out of El Katif Court number 115, Oasis of Galveston, Desert of Texas. Way to represent.
We got good morning greetings from Kendall Court number 43, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Simone.
Good morning, Al Muki Court number 199, Rainbow Bright. I see you, Sassy.
We got Gary Sylvester, Imperial Oriental Guide.
Hey, Good morning. Greetings from Noble Sean Neely, Zimbo number 70, Oasis of Milwaukee, Desert Oasis of Milwaukee, Desert of Milwaukee. Okay.
Got honorary past Imperial Potentate Darren Lurie, Oasis of Columbus, Desert Ohio.
Greetings from Arabia Temple number 8. I see you, Smiley.
We got good morning from the Far East Boys, honorary past Potentate Jay Belton, a summit, Deuce of the Quarter, Oasis of Mainland to Family, Desert of Far East.
Hey, okay. We see you past Potentate Watts outside of Doric Temple number 76, Oasis of Houston, Desert of Texas. Thank you for tuning in.
Historic Doric.
Yes, this next question is going to go to Hobo the Bobo. What advice would you give to someone who's straddling the fence about being a clown?
The only advice I could give them is that to try it, because once you find out what the kinds of things that we do in the clown unit, it's all about service, bringing a smile to individuals' faces. When you go to these hospitals and you see folks laying in bed, in sort of like in distress and in pain, if you can bring some cheer to their face that particular day, it's all worth it. And you'll find out that also you have folks who are running around saying that clowns are bad folks. We've had several instances where our clown units have gone into hospitals and the like. And before it's all over, those same folks who are afraid of clowns want to have pictures taken with the clowns. So again, we kind of put people at ease. And as you well know, Jerome and Gary, we're the people who go ahead of the Imperial Council to open up the doors for them so that folks won't look at them kind of strange.
Well, I love it. I love it. I think it's very important that you bring smiles to the faces of the different facilities that you support. So thank you for that.
And great. And you made a good point. So a lot of times people are afraid of clowns and stuff in the beginning, but if you allow them to warm up to you, not you warm up to them, then you can get a better rapport. And they be like, it might be kind of oozy at first and stuff, but they're gonna come in and warm up and take in and stuff. Okay, so we got a question from the audience coming here. And the question is, what is the date for the letter of intent this year, and where can you find the letter of intent?
The letter of intent is due June the 10th, and it was sent out to be on the website. But if you cannot find it out there on the website, you can always contact me, and I'll gladly send it to you, or either contact Marilyn, and we'll gladly make sure that your particular unit has it. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I can't think of her name now. Ms. Lewis was sending it out to all the temples and courts, and that was she sent me back the response. That was last month, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, if you all have any questions for BD the Clown or for Hobo the Bobo, please email it to BD's information will be displayed first. Her phone number is 336-508-5174, and she's at mc838@bellsouth.net. And Hobo the Bobo is at 202-365-8176. And his email address is neco55@yahoo.com.
All right. Good deal. So y'all make sure y'all copy the information. Now, right now, we got a treat for you all. There's a video that we have from Imperial Session in Philly where they did a hospital visitation. Let's go.
Hi, I'm BD, the clown. Please come out and support us. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Bobo the Hobo, and we definitely look forward to seeing you. Why? Because we are the clowns, and we will be parading up and down your streets in Philadelphia.
That was a welcome for those coming into Philly. Now, here's the video from the hospital.
And this was the VA hospital. As you can see, they're in the hospital, they're interacting with the staff, they're spreading their joy and smiles throughout the hospital, making everyone laugh and feel at ease.
All the temperatures good? They all good. Good.
It does appear in order to be a clown, you must have a little soul. So, hey, let's bring it.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. All right, so staying with the Imperial session and stuff, we know that right now everything isn't set in stone, but a couple questions that have been sent in from the audience. One is, will there be transportation from the hotel to the event, and how will they know when to get to the pickup spot? BD, can you answer that question?
We do not have any information like that at this particular time. It depends on what event you're talking about. There's usually transportation for in the eye wall, but otherwise there is no transportation. The way you get information is by coming to the meeting on Sunday morning, and we give you the itinerary for that week with all the information that you need to know.
Okay.
If I may,
More information regarding where to get picked up during Imperial session. The next question is for Hobo the Bobo. Okay. How can clown units get per diem during Imperial session? And can you explain how the per diem work?
Okay. If I may, I'd like to go back to what the question that Marilyn was asked.
Okay.
We will have transportation for the various venues that we have scheduled. We'll always have transportation for, and as Marilyn said, we'll let you know at workshop what those venues will be and where the transportation where you can meet up with them. Now, as far as your per diem, the per diem is based on your sending in your letter of intent.
Okay.
And once you send in your letter of intent, we'll know who is there. And Marilyn and I will be checking off to make sure that those folks who were sent in on that letter of intent are present. So, and with that, that's why you send your letter of intent back to 3 people. That's Marilyn, the director of the Patrol Band Fund, which is Thompson, and myself. And the 3 of us will get together and make sure that those folks who were listed on the letter of intent were eligible to get the per diem. All folks attending, all units attending are eligible for per diem.
Okay, so quick question to go back to that. Is there a minimum amount of clowns from a particular Oasis have to be present in order to get to, and do they have to partake in all events, or there's a certain number of events that they must participate in order to get the per diem?
Well, we like for them to participate in all events, but you should have there is a certain number. You should have at least 4 folks from your particular desert unit, or however you wish to call it, your particular team in your letter of intent. Now, we'd like for you to participate in all activities. We know it's impossible to participate in all activities, but at least give us 60 or 70% of participation. And when I say 60 or 70%, don't just show up for the night of Parade of Stars and think that that's all you needed to do, because we go into the convention center at Convention City, and on Saturday morning we do the community health event. Sunday we have the open workshops and meet and greet. Monday we have the Parade of Stars and workshop. Tuesday we go to venues around the city. Wednesday we usually do book bag or whatever the Imperial Council have set up for us to do for their donations or as we call it, the Helping Hands funds, wherever they plan to leave their monies at that particular day. And then Wednesday evening we have the parade. And if you can't make, all of them, that's fine. But just don't make one and think that you've done your part, because that's not what we're about. And one other thing I'd just like to throw out there before that question, Zach, you're not coming to the convention for us to quote unquote teach you how to be a clown. You should be doing this before you get to convention. Once you come to convention, you should be there for competition and to show how well you've been doing in your respective deserts.
Very good, very good. You should be learning how to be a clown in your own oasis. And when you get to session, it's time to battle. It's time to compete. So thank you for sharing that, because a lot of people thought you come to a session to perfect being a clown, but you need to come ready. And you need to give 60 to 70% of your time. The next question is for BD. BD, I have a question for you. How is the community service outing selected during Imperial session?
That is done through a contact in the convention city. Neco, he would be more prepared to answer that than I am, because he's the one that's in charge of that.
Okay.
Well, basically, I usually go to conventions wherever we're going to have the convention. I usually go there for a pre-convention meeting, and at that particular time, I get around within the community and set up interviews with folks, and also to let them know that we'll be probably visiting back with them in the August timeframe. And so from the time that I meet with them to establish this relationship, I culture this relationship over the next few months, and usually it's about 5 or 6 months. I culture this relationship, make sure that we're all on target, that everything is on board, and that they can, I guess, how should you say, check on us, and we can also let them know that we're a group that's not coming there to cause any chaos to their organization, as well as we're a group that's not coming in with any folks that have criminal backgrounds. That's why it's imperative that you get these background checks and get them in.
Okay. Very good. So you handle the logistics prior to session. Good to know.
Yes, ma'am.
Good to know.
Okay. All right. So, BD, this question is for you and stuff. I know that y'all have separate workshops than the nobles do. Will y'all have separate workshops on both Sunday and Monday, or how would that work at Imperial for the daughters?
Well, we usually have a joint session first thing on Sunday morning, and then we break out into our separate sessions. And then from then on, we're just together. On Monday, we separate all just to dress and get ready, just so that the daughters can find out more about the do's and don'ts for the daughters.
Okay. All right. So we'll appreciate that. And I understand that more information will be sent out as closer we get to session, so people can know what rooms to go to and what time those meetings will be and stuff. So right about now, we're going to take a pause for the call. And we're going to go back to rep your set, rep your temples, rep your oasis, put your clown name in there. Let's do it.
I'm going first around. Hey, good morning, Holly lovers of the 5280 Mile High Mama, Syrian Court out of Denver, Colorado.
All right. Good grand rising, daughter Jasmine Smith, Chief Justice Belle Beagle. I guess I pronounced that word. Bigley. Beautiful daughters, clown unit of Palestine Court number 49. Mobile.
Greetings from the Imperial Treasurer, honorary past Imperial Potentate Pierre Rutgers at a Hazab Temple number 149, Oasis of Miami, Desert of Florida. We are Florida. I see you.
We got daughter Monique Garner, Alarath Court number 69, Oasis of Oklahoma City, Desert of Oklahoma.
Hey, we got Yolanda Sample, past Commandress, Marilyn Court number 154. Thank you for tuning in.
We got past Potentate K. Walton, Mizar. What up, Pastor?
Mizar. Hey, we got Noble Spearman out of Zaha Temple, number 52, Oasis of Omaha, Desert of Nebraska. Thank you for tuning in.
We got hello everyone. Daughter Rosalind Moody out of Nabar Court. 123. Nabar's coming.
Hey, we have Sean Makeup out of Shaban Temple, number 103, out of the Oasis of Montgomery, Desert of Alabama. Thank you for tuning in.
Out of the Sam McClurk and Clown Unit, Desert of Georgia, Oasis of Atlanta. I don't know which one of y'all live, but we appreciate you.
Appreciate ya. Good morning. Greetings from Thebes Court, number 191, Nuremberg, Germany. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Hi.
Good morning, Pastor Members. Wendy Farrell, Dee Court number 233, Oasis of Hesper, Desert of Georgia, Georgia Strong.
Georgia Strong. We got Nova Billy White Lightning out of Ora Temple, number 9, Oasis of El Paso, Desert of Texas. Thank you for tuning in.
My God. Good morning, daughter Cortina Traffic. Queen Turbale out of Alizar Court, number 181, Desert, Alabama, Oasis of Huntsville.
Hey, good morning from Monique Michelle Smith, High Priestess of Khufu Court, number 118, Oasis of Trenton, Desert of New Jersey. Thank you for tuning in.
All right. If we took and messed up anybody's name or temple, oasis, or whatever, please charge it to our head and not our head. We don't mean to do it on purpose and stuff. It just falls out that way.
It sure does. Next, we have another panel question for the both of you. How has the clown unit changed since you were created? Let's go with Hobo the Bobo.
The clown unit has changed tremendously. I was there before we allowed daughters to come on board, and so that was one big change. Another change that we've had is that we start allowing folks to be more, I guess you would say, that freedom to actually clown together. When I say clown together, the daughters and males, because at one point in time, once the daughters came on board, they were kept separate from the males. Mm-hmm. Now we're together as one big unit, and I think it's more productive this way. So those are the changes that I've noticed. I could say.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, BD, same question.
BD.
Oh, I was going to say, since I've been there, the numbers for the daughters have increased tremendously. When I first came on board, there weren't that many daughters clowning. Now we have a fantastic amount of daughters that are turning out.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that. What are your final thoughts, BD? Thank you for being on the show. What are your final thoughts?
Well, we're looking to increase our numbers as usual. We'd love to have you. There's lots of fun. We do lots of good things. We bring smiles and to the faces of so many, many people, young and old and in between. If you'd like to be a part of us, please come out and join us in St. Louis. But get your groups together prior to and come on out. We'd be glad to have you.
Okay, all right. Well, we're glad to have you coming on the show and stuff, as well as my man Neco. We've been down this road here a long time and stuff. I appreciate you for coming on. So with this here being said, with your final thoughts, and also someone wants to know if we would ever get back to having the clowns hospitality at Imperial again.
Yeah. Well, last question first. Yes, we will be getting back to having clown hospitalities. In fact, we're trying to plan one for St. Louis, and so that's more information to come. My final thoughts is, come join the clown unit. One of the things you'll find out, the clown unit is not one of the strict, I just say, the strict units where everything is done by certain protocols and the like. We like to have fun. We like to get out there, and 80% of our time is spent in the community, not in the convention city. And when I mean in the convention itself, we're all around the city. And so you'll find that, we just a ball of fun.
Thank you so
Nothing
much
more
for
than
sharing.
that.
It has truly been a pleasure to have both of you on the show today. So thank you so much for your time.
Okay. All right. Like I said, we thank all of y'all for coming in, supporting us, what we do and things. Don't forget today's episode was brought to you by who?
Today's show is brought to you by the HBCU Initiative Selection of the Month. It will be on March the 28th at 7 p.m., featuring the Deputy Imperial Potentate, Eric Myers, and Imperial Oriental Guide, Nobles Gary Sylvester. So please tune in on the 28th at 7 Eastern. It's
And right
time
before
for
we
the
go
last
right here,
few minutes of the show. So drop those temple courts and clown names in the chat pane and let us give you a shout out.
let's do this. Honorary past potentate Tango, out of neighborhood Temple 128, Oasis of Columbus, Oasis of Atlanta, Desert of Georgia.
Greetings from Newton Court number 224 out of the Oasis of Fredericksburg, Desert of Virginia. Thank you for tuning in.
We have good morning, everyone, from daughter Hampton, Alizar Court number 181, Oasis of Huntsville, Desert of Alabama. Bubbles.
Hey, good morning, daughter Renee Hubbard out of Alizar Court number 181, Oasis of Huntsville, Desert of Alabama. I see you representing Alizar.
All right, daughter Wanda Hammonds, South Korean Court, always amazing. Oasis of Riverdale, Desert of Georgia, classic clown divas, Shorty D-Wop.
Hey, what time is it? We got Big Timber Clown, Posse Hard, Hitting Hikers, number 123, Past Potentate, Vincent Gilgore Jr., BKA, Bodacious, Oasis of Chattanooga, Desert of Tennessee. Boy, that was a mouthful. Okay, we see.
You know y'all small town and not quit playing. Daughter Williams out of Al Tabari Court, number 28, Albany, New York. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, good morning, Past Potentate, Glenn A. Salsa Marshals, Aramis Temple 262, Imperial Deputy of the Oasis. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, good morning, daughter Phyllis Carlin, Lexus Commanders, Al Rakim Court, number 31, Oasis of Albany, Desert of Georgia. One Georgia.
Good morning. We have the illustrious commanders of Mula Court, number 22, daughter Chandra McKenna. Thank you for tuning in.
We got good morning from daughter Cynthia Pringle, Alizar Court, 181, Huntsville, Al Rockets, Clown Unit, Dazzle.
Hey, we got Deputy Dwight Smith, Mula Temple number 54, Oasis of Memphis, Desert of Tennessee. Who you with? Mula.
What up, classmate? What's up, classmate? We have good morning from Macy Out Court number 174, Mary's Angels, Oasis of Macon, Desert of Georgia. Oh, here go.
Hey, we got greetings from Noble Peters out of Arabia Temple number 8, Oasis of Jacksonville, Desert of Florida.
Oh, Alpha Root Court is in the hizzy. Past Commander Terry Isis Turner, Alpha Root.
Hey, we have honorary past Imperial Commanderess Akeisha Williams out of Masood Court number 71. That was Williams, correction. Out of Musad Temple number 71. Oasis of West Palm Beach, Desert of Florida. Thank you for tuning in.
Good morning, all noble. Michael Coley, Chief Ratman, Al Rakim, 142 of Albany, Desert of Georgia, the Good Life City. One Georgia, baby, one Georgia.
He's back. We got the deputy of the Oasis, Deputy Dwight Smith, Mula Temple number 54, Oasis of Memphis, Desert of Tennessee. Who you with?
Mula. Got past commanders Stacy Weston out of Syrian Court number 40, Oasis of Denver, Desert of Colorado. Jamming to the beats.
Yes. If you are interested in being spotlighted on the Lotus Show, please send in your bio to PR@AEAONMS.org. Again, that address is PR@AEAONMS.org.
All right, once again, we're going to take and make sure that you all have their contact information. So first, we're going to put BD's contact information up there. Her phone number is 336-508-5174. Email address, mc838@bellsouth.net.
And we have Hobo the Bobo. His contact information is his contact number 202-365-8176. And his email address is neco55@yahoo.com.
All right. So once again, we thank y'all for coming in.
Yes.
Tune in to our next show of Lotus.
Yes, that will be on the 23rd of April.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, send it to our email address, pr@anonyms.org.
That's right. We want to say thank you all for tuning in today. And until next time,
Peace.
love.
And y'all stay safe. Now you heard me.